Alright, shall we get started, I guess? Welcome all, thanks for coming. New expansion. Always welcome, of course. New expansion starting up. Thought we'd go over the rules and such. Mostly boring stuff that you guys have mostly probably all heard before. There's a surprise at the end if you want to hang out. Try not to tune me out too much. I'd appreciate it if you could keep Discord kind of quiet so I can burn through stuff pretty quick. If you have questions, you can post them in the text channel in Discord or in in-game WoW. Or whisper me or whisper any officer. Okay? No, you don't have to raise your hand, and if you can find me, you get a prize. Oh wait, I'm streaming. That doesn't work. Okay. What else? Okay. As you all know, this meeting is for everybody who plans to join us in the expansion. If you're not planning on playing in the expansion, well, thanks for coming. Just so that everybody knows, I'm Orphan. I'm sure all of you know that already. The other officers of the guild are Bonnie Lass. Say hi. I knew she'd say hi. Seldina. Zoof. Yeah, she is. Yeah, well, maybe when the expansion comes, we'll get to that later. Who else? Zoof, which I said. Yeah, there's Zoof. And and Eel, who unfortunately could not be here tonight. Or maybe he could. I guess so.
Maybe I should have been quiet to hear what you say about me. He's such a team player.
Yes, he is. So those are your officers. If you ever have any questions, problems, anything, those are the people you should talk to. Okay. I covered that. Yeah. Zoof. Yeah. Zoof's a serious one. No. Okay. Right. So let's go over just some basic guildy stuff. We're a Friends and Families guild. If you have friends, family, whoever you want to play with, everybody's welcome. Whether they raid or not, whatever they want to do, they're all welcome in guild. Obviously, if people are causing problems, they will no longer be welcome, but in 10 years or so, I've never kicked anyone from the guild, and only passive-aggressively forced them to leave. Not by me. Yes, that's different. I didn't say that. Tish. Okay. Note he is still in the guild. Anyway. Yeah, well. Moving on. The point is that you're all welcome here, of course. Bring your friends, bring your families. That's what we're all here for. It's a game. We're all here to play and have fun together. So that's what we're here for. If you're not in the guild, we would encourage you to join us, but it's not required. Okay. Let's see. We're primarily a raid guild. You're welcome to do whatever you want. But in terms of things that we schedule, mostly we're going to be doing raiding. We're primarily focused on heroic content. We're not a Mythic guild. We're never going to be a Mythic guild. Mythic comes with a whole lot of extra baggage that we just don't want to deal with. So if you're looking for Mythic, you're going to have to find it someplace else. Primarily our focus is on Heroic, but we will of course always start in Normal. That's the easy way to learn things and to start gearing up to get into Heroic. Okay. Couple of hard guild rules. The big one is no politics, no religion in public channels. And by public channels we mean channels where people can't easily leave. Okay, if we're in a raid, doing a formal guild raid, and people can't just drop, keep that kind of stuff out of raid chat, voice channels that we're using for guild functions, that kind of stuff, guild chat, all that stuff. Okay. You're welcome to put any of that. There's a not safe for work channel in Discord, a text channel, when we're not raiding, etc., whatever. You're welcome to talk about whatever you want with whomever you want. We kind of prefer that you keep it out of guild chat, okay, because people can't easily leave guild chat. But if you're in a raid with just kind of a pickup raid with anybody, if you're in a group, you're in voice channel, whatever, anything goes, that's fine. Okay. If somebody's giving you a problem or has a problem or is breaking the rules, again, talk to the officers. Okay. Generally, we just want you to be nice to each other. We don't usually have problems with that kind of stuff. Okay. But it's good to mention. The guild bank is for everyone. Feel free. There are a few tabs at the beginning where most people can take items out. If you see something you want or need, feel free to grab it. There are a few tabs that are restricted for the officers. We put more higher level stuff, rarer stuff kind of in those. If you see something in one of those, ask an officer and we'll let you know if you can have it or what the deal is. Generally speaking, raid equipment and that kind of stuff is going to go to mains first. So BOEs and things like that. Over alts. And when we're in progression, we'll generally hold on to that kind of stuff. But, once stuff gets a little old, or if we move into a new raid... What's that? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been muted. Sorry.
No problem. Where was I? Guild bank. Generally, we keep the BOE stuff, but once we move into a new tier, if there's something, a BOE or something, you want it for an alt, that's generally fine. Generally, just if you see something you want, ask an officer. Okay, if it's in a tab you can pull, then help yourself. All right. The guild bank does subside on what you guys put in there, right? So if you're taking stuff, try to keep an eye out for stuff that you don't need that maybe you can donate in place, right? If you're not an alchemist and you need potions or herbs or something like that, grab some herbs. But if you have an enchanter and you've got some spare max, drop those in instead, right? Let's see. What's next on my agenda? Raid rules. Raid days. For right now, things are staying the same as they've always been. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 8 p.m. server to 11 server. That's Eastern time. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are generally the easier nights. Alright, especially Tuesdays, usually farm. Mondays are generally harder, more progression type nights. For the most part, we try to invite anybody who wants to join us Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Mondays, if we can, the same, but on Mondays, if we need to sit people or something,
A shame Bran didn't come with
we
you.
reserve the right to do
Nothing
so.
my brother loves
Okay.
more than opening.
It's nothing personal. Sometimes people just fall behind. They don't have their rotations down. Sometimes the raid makeup just isn't right. So sometimes we need to sit people. We try not to do it, but if we have to, generally on Mondays, that's when we're going to do it, okay? For raiding, once we get into the new raid cycle, we prefer that everybody designates a main, okay? While we're gearing up, we'd like you to bring the same tune so that we can gear everybody up and we're not giving gear to alts and things like that, especially during progression, right? So we ask that you designate a main and that you bring that main when you can. Occasionally we have to ask people to bring alts for specific reasons, generally if we're missing a key raid role or something like that. If you're specifically asked to bring an alt, generally we're allowing those alts to roll as mains for the night. Okay? If it's your idea and you just want to bring an alt just because you're bored with the other two, you know, during progression we frown on that. When we're in farm, that's generally okay, but a couple of things to keep in mind: you will always get second roll against mains, and you will you always get second. I guess that's it. Okay, what else? Generally speaking, we need a good raid comp. We're usually running around 15. Usually that means 2 tanks, 3 to 4 healers. Okay. We will determine those people for those important slots before we start raiding. Okay. If you're interested in one of those positions, you need to let an officer know. We'll generate a list. Sorry, kids who are not in the guild. Guildies get first crack at positions. Okay. If we have a position that's open for a healer or a tank or something, and you're interested, and you're not in the guild, let us know. But call it one of the perks of being in guild. You get to choose your position. Okay. We'll do our best to accommodate people for the classes and roles that they want to play, but again, we can't have everybody playing tanks or everybody playing healers or everybody playing melee. Okay, we do need a reasonable raid makeup. Okay, we'll do what we can to accommodate you, but all right, keep that in mind. I will be creating a spreadsheet of who's playing what that you guys can check to see as I get people's thoughts on that, okay? You don't have to designate a main tonight, okay? But as we get closer to the expansion, once the pre-patch hits, all that stuff, the class changes come in, start thinking about that, alright? Raid nights, gems and enchants. We expect you to be prepared for raids. Okay, you don't have to have the best stuff all the time, but have something. If you need help getting gems or enchants, let us know. That's one of the things that the guild bank's for. Okay, preferably don't ask at 8:15 as we're forming the raid. Okay. If you can get on a few minutes early, or maybe at the end of the night when you've gotten some new stuff you need gemmed and enchanted, that's the best time to ask, okay? I will periodically check to ensure that people are gemmed and enchanted, and if you are not, I will probably tell the raid, okay? So public shaming, alright? So, please, gems and enchants. Loot. Loot rules aren't changing from what we have been doing. Well, they'll be when we're in progression. They're a little bit stricter than we've been doing lately, but it'll be personal loot. Anything you pick up is yours, of course. If it's not soulbound and you don't need it, we will have a designated loot master, and you can just give what you don't need to the loot master. The loot master will place it up for rolls. Okay. It's one item per night unless everybody who you're rolling against has gotten something, right? No change there. Always best to just let the loot master figure out who's gotten what. Okay, if you're interested in an item, give it to the loot master, or if you're interested in an item the loot master puts out, roll, regardless of how many items you've gotten or not gotten. We're keeping a list. We'll marry up the list against who rolls, and the guy with the least number of items and the highest roll is gonna get the item. Okay. We do this on a per night basis, resets every night. Okay. We think that's fairly fair. It seems to have worked so far. Okay. Again, if you guys have suggestions, things you want to change, anything like that, tell the talk to an officer about it. Okay. Raids will be put up on the calendars if you can sign up. Like if you're in the guild, we would encourage you to do so if you know you're going to be here, or if you think you might be here. Makes my life easier doing invites. I can press one button and everybody gets invited. If you're online and you don't get an invite because you didn't sign up, or I just overlooked you, or you signed in a few minutes late, whisper me, whisper an officer, we'll get you an invite. Okay. Or tell you why you didn't get invited. Yeah. Yes. Yes. For any kind of progression bosses, we should be on mains. With the exception of, special cases where we need a particular class or role or something, and somebody is asked to bring a different tune. Otherwise, generally speaking, you should be on mains. Right now things are a little kind of in between, and we don't exactly have Argus on farm, but yeah. Part of that is just, we haven't had the people around. Okay. But once we get back into a new raid and we get into real progression again, we'll be playing a little bit stricter with the rules. Okay. What else? Surprise! We will be doing a monthly giveaway, or at least monthly. Free stuff for you guys. There is a giveaways channel in Discord, which you should be able to see in just a minute. You should probably be able to see it now. There's a bot in the giveaway channel. If you would like to, okay. So the giveaways. Giveaways are open to guild members and friends of the guild. The prizes will be handed out. They'll mostly be in-game stuff. Prizes will be given out on the ENR Velen servers only. No alts on other servers. That kind of stuff. I'm not going to deal with, trying to transfer some bullshit. Whatever. Not going to deal with it, okay? ENR or Velen. Okay. Prizes will be roughly monthly. There may be additional prizes every month if we have extra stuff, etc. Okay. The prizes will be in one of two categories. Tier 1 prizes will be standard prizes, fun stuff, non-combat pets, a stack of flasks for farming, that kind of stuff. Okay. Tier 2 prizes will be special stuff. Tier 2 prizes will be limited to one per household per year. Okay. That'll be bigger stuff. Free month of WoW, stuff like that. Okay. Right now, the current giveaway, which I neglected to mention, is a Tier 2 prize. I will add that to the channel. Is a Tier 2 prize. It's a free month of WoW. I will give you the gold price of the token when the giveaway is drawn. Okay. You don't have to, I think everybody here has an active subscription, but you don't necessarily have to have an active subscription to get the free month, because I can send you gold and you can accept it and buy a token from the login screen, I think. And we'll do that monthly. It'll be fun stuff. It should be fun. So the bot will randomly roll the correct people. Bonnie, you reacted with the wrong thing. Or did you react to both? Yes. Okay, that's fine. I think that's it. Questions, comments? Anybody want to vote me out?
So does this thing just know who's have access to the guild chat, or?
So the channel is restricted to people with a role on the server, so that's only you guys. Guild members or friends of the guild. Windwalkers are Hyruleans are guild members. Windwalkers are friends of the guild. And you just react with the react, and it random rolls a person from the server when the time limit is up. It's pretty slick. They use it on the Wowhead giveaway stuff on their Discord. Sure. That's fine, I guess. Generally speaking, yeah, gold's fine. That's okay if you want. Generally speaking, the object here is not to give away stuff for people to make profit on, right? This is a little bit of a different situation because I'm just giving you gold anyway, so just keep your gold if you want. But if it's a non-combat pet or something like that, you aren't interested, just don't sign up. Let somebody who's interested in it win, right? Don't sign up expecting to just put it on the auction house, please. I'm not exactly going to be policing that, but you know.
This means you, Grassy.
Oh, I've got it. I'm sure. Come on. I didn't sell it. That's not me.
That's not my alt grass bank.
That must be someone else.
Have you seen him lately? Come on. He's decked out.
The prizes will come mostly out of the guild bank. So if you've got something, you pick up something that you don't want, something cool, and you think it'd be good for a prize, give it to an officer, stick it in the guild bank, and we'll put it out for people to win. All right? We'll try and splice in some good stuff. I have some ideas for stuff to give away that should be fun besides just pets and things. Okay.
That